Hello again, I'm Sarah from Ensign Insights, and in this video I'm going to show you all of the small brush pens that I have and let you know which ones are the best to start with and which ones you can not waste your money on. So basically you can call these fudenosuke brush pens or fudes. I think it's fude, but I just say fudes. There is a difference in the tips, and I'm going to go through each one. So the first one is the Pentel Touch brush pens. They come in 12 colors. They were $17 on Amazon. They also have them at Target for $20. Next is the Kelly Creates. These ones are fairly new and they were $27.99 at Michael's. I used the 40% off, and so they were $16. They come in a pack of 10. And next is the Tombow Fudes. These ones are new, the pack of color. I've had the black ones for a long time and I love them, and so I was excited about the color ones. I bought the Tombow monthly pack and I spent $30 and I got the 10 pack of pens, a notebook, and some fine liners. But the regular cost of just the 10 pack is $25.99. I'm sure they will probably be on Amazon soon. Right now, that's just from the Tombow website. There is the black Tombos in soft tips or hard tips. They have these at Hobby Lobby, which is really great. You can buy a pack of both to see if you like the hard tip or soft tip better. And then my zebra fudes. These ones I get at Daiso. I don't currently live at a Daiso, but I used to, and if you do, you're really lucky because they have these brush pens. So each of these zebra brush pens were only $1.50. I don't know how much they are from the zebra website because, like I said, I just buy them from Daiso. And then there's the Tombow Twin Tip. You can buy a pack of all 3 of the black Tombos for $8 on Amazon. Then there is the Kirisaki bimoji. And these ones are $4.99 at Hobby Lobby, and then I use the coupon, so it's $2.99. And then lastly, this is the Cocoiro Letter Pen from Kuretake. I got this from Jet Pens. The body comes separately, so that blue body you see was $2, and then the ink that goes inside is $2.50. So there's a little overview of the prices and where to find them. Now let's get into the demo and actually start using them. So the Pentel brush pen is a soft tip. I recommend this one very highly for any beginners. And Kelly Creates, this one is also a soft tip. I don't recommend this one. I will explain more in a little bit. But it is that soft tip similar to the Pentel. And then we have the Tombow, and this first one that I'm using is the hard tip. The hard tip is a blue body and the soft tip is a black body. I would recommend getting a pack of both of these because then you can find out if you like the hard or the soft. They are very different. The hard, you have to push a lot harder, but you can get really fine upstrokes. And then the Tombow Twin Tip, this one is kind of in between. I would say it's more soft than hard, but it has gray and black, so that's what I like about that one. And then the zebra brush pens, these ones are hard tips. I like that they have different sizes, but I find that I rarely use the larger sizes and I really prefer the smaller one. And then the Kuretake bimoji, this one I feel like is in between the soft and the hard. I really loved this one the first time I found it because it was that perfect in between. And then the Cocoiro, this one is really fine, and it's definitely a hard tip. You have to push really hard. So here they all are lined up. Now let's get into more details. So with all of these small brush pens, the Fude style or Fude, I really think there's 3 main competitors. So the Pentel right here, and then Tombow, and then Kelly Creates. So when I first started lettering, I really needed that hard tip so that I could get really thin upstrokes. A lot of people who were starting with me really liked the soft tips and couldn't get the hard tips to work. So it's going to vary by person if you like the hard or the soft. Now that I've practiced more, I prefer the soft tips, specifically the Pentel. These ones definitely are my favorite. I would recommend them to everyone. They're not that expensive. They are awesome for beginners. You have to be careful when you buy them though, because as you can see here, there are Pentel sign pen, that's what it says, but one of them is just a fine liner and one of them is the brush pens. And they both come in all of the colors, which is awesome. I love all of the colors they come in. But you can see this fine liner, it doesn't have any brush tip. I probably wouldn't recommend them as my favorite fine liners, but you know which one is which because the body of the pen of the brush pens has glitter and the fine liners do not. One of my favorite things to do with these brush pens is dipping them in watercolor. Here I am using Ecoline liquid watercolors because these are water-based. They would blend very well, and all of the other ones are water-based too, so they would be able to do this as well. But these pens have lasted me for years. I don't run out of ink. The nib never frays or gets worn down, so I highly recommend them. And next is the Tombow Fudes. These ones, I've had so many of them, and I've had a few of them with the ink run out. I haven't had any of my Pentels run out yet, but a few of my Tombos have, so I don't know if I just had them longer or if the ink just lasts longer in the Pentel. But I was really excited about the colors, and I do like these colors. Some of them are better colors than the Pentel colors, a little bit brighter, which I like. These brush pens are hard nibs, so that does take some getting used to if you're used to the soft tips. I felt like the ink wasn't coming out as strong as the Pentels, but overall I really like them. I don't know if they're worth the cost of $25.99. Maybe when there is a coupon or they go on sale a little bit, then they would definitely be worth it. I know Tombow, these Fudes of Tombow, the black ones at least, are amazing quality. You really can't go wrong with these Tombows. They are also water-based, so they probably would be able to blend just like the Pentel. I didn't show you that here. Just showing you the difference between the hard, the soft, and the twin tip. So my very first one was the Tombow hard nib, and I loved it. It helped me so much when I first had that really firm nib to get those thin upstrokes. So if you feel like you're struggling with your upstrokes, try out the hard nib. You might really like it. So I did notice that it was like there was some kind of plastic or something that I had to write off of these nibs. I don't know, it was kind of weird, but as soon as I scribbled a little bit more, I was able to get the ink coming out a little bit better. So that's probably just because they're new. I don't know how long these ones are going to last with the ink, so we will see. And next we have the Kelly Creates pens. I don't know if I would say these ones are worth it for the price and everything. I want to support Kelly Creates because she's a hand letter artist, but I'm just not sure. You can kind of see here there's like some fuzzy on the edge. It's called desalinization. I will link to the video that talks more about what's happening. It's like salt buildup at the end of your nib, and it's happened to a few of my pens. It's just something about the pigment quality is not as good. The first time I opened these, there was already that little fuzzy stuff. So that kind of made me really disappointed. It kind of pulls out some of the ink too whenever you get that fuzzy stuff. And so I'm just a little bit sad about that. And I've heard the same thing from How to Hand Letter. She's had these and she's experienced that same fuzziness. So that's why I don't think they're worth the price. I mean, definitely buy them with the coupon if you're going to buy them. But I would definitely recommend the Tombow or the Pentel over these. These are a soft nib, so it's a great nib. Most of the pens, it seems like the ink is coming out really well. I really like the names of the colors. I really love how bright the colors are. These ones probably have some of my favorite colors of all of them. So I was just a little bit disappointed about the whole fuzzy thing. And then lastly, just the other Fudes that don't have a whole pack. So they are still good, but I need my pack of colors. So if you just need a black Fude, then Kuretake would be great. Zebra, they have the 3 different sizes, which is awesome, and then the Cocoiro. So I had my Kirisaki bimoji in fine, and I decided to go back to Hobby Lobby and try the extra fine and the large. They were $4.99. I used the coupon, so it was $2.99. They also have this bristle brush. It's not my favorite bristle brush, but this video is not about bristles, so I can talk about that in a different one. So looking at the large brush, this one surprised me because I thought it was going to be like the zebras, but it's actually almost as big as a Tombow. And so I probably wouldn't buy this one by itself in the future, just because if I'm going to buy a large brush, I would want colors, not just black. But I really like the extra fine because it's kind of like the Cocoiro, but a softer nib. Plus it's more accessible since you can just get it at Hobby Lobby if you live by a Hobby Lobby. If you don't live by a Hobby Lobby, I have not been successful at finding these online. If you've seen them online, please let me know. And thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this helped you to decide which small brush pens you should get. If you have a different type of small brush pen that you like, and I didn't use it here, let me know. For example, there's the Zebra Funwari, and some people like those. I hear they're kind of like hard tips, which maybe now the Tombow will be a good replacement for those since they're kind of expensive. I don't know, I have not tried them, so if you have, let me know below. And thanks again for watching. Subscribe for more pen reviews in the future, and I will see you next time.